We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Based on my initial calculations of Dr.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and the Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the ground. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost... Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional... Excellent. I'll send her a watch. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will... Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The Shroud changes... It has limits. First-generation technology, you see. But, very simply, the Holographic Shroud uses biometric... Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to... Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path, you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If... A change of clothes. What is this? Some old... The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes... The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud... Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? Excellent. I'll contact you once. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to deploy... Arrived at the groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
Good luck, Captain.
Got a sec? Captain. Hey, Captain.
That's not the point. This happened.
Customs and inspection, right this way!
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that, Graham?
Asshole.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Gel Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch. Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You... Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the... Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her fretting in engineering. Yes. Ain't that just a treat? So, you know Edna. She sent me a recording of a distress signal. Curious thing is, it came from an... Can't say I know...
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, and if someone set up shop in... I appreciate a woman who knows one when she hears. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corps fighting each other. Neither do mine, dearie. Oh, should you find yourself responding to a certain then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea. Law bless your atoms. Don't forget to come find old Gladys. Any...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Family tonight.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded. I don't really know. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udon. No, almost never. We're in Groundbreakers, the last free outpost in the colony, and we aim to... Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Not...
She's a good ship, ma'am.
Happy to hear it. Have your...
Rizzo's mock apple cider. Hard cider for a hard life.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting... What do you want, then? That's right, though for how long, I can't say. The board can't abide a community that won't... They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to... But it won't work. No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day...
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We interrupt your regular...
Oh, hello. Oh, this is quite unexpected. The captain of the... No, that can't be... Oh. Has something happened? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in... Around and around we... Right. You're going important place. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly... Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters. You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe... That's... Well, that's just... Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. It's personal business. I don't intend to be. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go up. It's fine, really. Now, if you've nothing else...
Let's talk when you're free. And an old Yakita 3-7? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Not many around here. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. At ease. Nice. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's... Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe we see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You're right, I don't. The board is after 2 things, bits and... I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a month. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their... I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchant. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like... You've got my attention. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making... Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gay. I was promoted only recently, when my mom...
They must have been amazing people.
That means a lot coming... It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could... Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. We're always thirsting for help. If you can find your... I hope that was a joke, Cap. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stem that goes down strong. You've got... Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping super... My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but only the board has access to new parts, and I won't... None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be... The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators... Reasonable, huh? That's... According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts... Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned. You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board... That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops. Fatalism has got no home on Groundbreaker. Between us captains, I try to avoid sounding as bleak as you. Even if I'm... Good. Once you've obtained...
This is Halcyon News. We
Still betting on the tossball series? I know you were trying to stop.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from a... Not another step in...
Here they come! Can we talk?
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat, just time to feed the flu.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a...
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his... Tribute it is.
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key?
You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you... Lay it up. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were... That's bureaucracy for... Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. You can come and go and...
Smells kind of like old Wes's outflow pipes.
Gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe. Crazy cosmos.
Try something else!
Reminder, please pay your gravesite fees.
You got a minute?
CNP near maple syrup. It's near.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little... I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for... Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Yes, Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be... You're serious. You're giving me a shot. I put together a little speech. Just... Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons... Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight. That motto is a... Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away. In conclusion, thank you for considering...
I thought that was real.
Thanks for... What do you think? Sure, an interview. That sounds... It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my... He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers... That's when I broadsided him. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky... Well, former dock worker. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Wow. Thanks, boss.
You got a crew now.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake. What?
Captain, we are now capable. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key... Certainly, Cap. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
My pleasure. As you wish, Captain. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Don't they have anybody to greet arrivals? For paperwork or ticketing or whatever?
Something chewed clear through that armor.
bridge. Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10 Warning. Pathing obstruction. Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are free of reversal.
Is that gunfire?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. Alarms went off, wraps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall tweak. Distress call from here? Got me. I just do what I'm told. Scientist, name of Anton What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the fucking tarmac. Anything else? Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes...
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh. Yes. I must apologize if my call diverted you.
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
Yes. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well... You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any... One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental... While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever. Not just any diet tooth. Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well with... Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame our marketing... Yes, but don't kill her mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my... The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. My protege. I sent him to... You don't understand. He was my responsibility. All of the... If he has died, too many have been lost. Too many black... I'll thank you not to mistake my... If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They... Believe what you will, but I'm not... And my colleagues...
This Crane guy cares more about his research than his own people.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Sure, I guess. Ask Dr. Crane. All I know is my bit, analyzing the Raptidon equivalent of hormone. Mostly they're leptin analogs. Raptidons have 4 different varieties.
Maybe it's for them fat cats up in Byzantium.
Hell if I know. There were a bunch of folks with guns and a lady yelling about wanting jobs or something. Next thing I knew, the Raptidons were loose. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, out. Sure, loyal company fella. Look, I don't want to go back out there, but I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. No, not unless you break the... I've been extracting organic compounds from Raptidon.
Whoa, slow down.
In certain social situations. Personal situation. Some people say rap musk makes it easier to attract... The results are outside the margin of... Sure, of course. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results. If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the entire back. Help me out, I'll cut you in for a share. I'll even pay... No, I mean...
So those charisma-enhancing benefits he was talking about, it was just blowing smoke, right?
You're underestimating the importance of the 8th bag.
Was that supposed to be the living quarters? Seemed about as livable as a coffin.
The ventilation shaft runs from the bottom of the...
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me... Oh, you aren't with the... No, they got the carbon. What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal... No, well, I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. Out the south gate. I found an advanced pistol when we moved here, but it's broken. I need those schematics to modify it to output superheated air. Say, you wouldn't happen to... Blast.
obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
Take him down! Well, nobody messes with you, boss! Got one! I can't see! Smells like something died in here.
Rosette invest.
Here they come!
Unexpected. Sweeping
On it,
the
boss!
area.
Gotta get past that
required.
Heads up, boss! Careful, you're hurt! Looks like we're doing this!
I told you, you're staying put.
Hey, boss. Can we get some...
I don't think you're supposed... Want to treat yourself before you go? I don't really know you. Roseway's supposed to be... Then again, there's nothing in my contract that says I... Annie Cleo makes the best pharmaceuticals in house.
The vent shaft are how the Raptidons are getting out of the lab. I'm gonna need you to call.
I'm just quite selective about what information I choose to retain. That said,
Welcome aboard, Captain. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Hey, Cap.
Have either of these salts?
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this unit... Oh, and it's not the best. A lot of slogan. Heard of it? My orientation Aether wave showed that famous Saltuna. I'm sure they're doing their best. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone. Have a look.
Rep's office. This used to be in the docking base.
Have a look. Have a look.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A flower sweet purple berry flavored.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Yeah. Off I go. Miserable way to live. Looks like we're doing this! What was that? Alright, here we go! Look at this place. Like some kind of tomb.
Who the... You? Yeah? You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you miss the big... I'm Porter, Chief of Site Safety Engineering. Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of... That's how they got in. We got that locked down. There's no access... That also means no fresh air down there. Probably reeks... They don't care which side their lunch is on, but the wrapped cells are down with the outlaws, so they're the appetizers. When it looks like they're fixing to make a sally upwards, I have a sniper pop the lock on a wrap... Thanks. Company will probably bill me, but better lose a wrap than... For now, I reckon they got no backup. On the other hand, we don't neither. And our mechanicals all went haywire. Damn mechanicals. Who, me? Soap or something? I don't know. Years back, they made antibiotic. Oh, the pay ain't much, but it's never been about the bits. I'm in charge of Site Safety Engineering. Most days... there ain't nothing to hear but wind, bug... Pretty damn sure. They're not getting back out that way without a security keycard. Why? One level down across from the cafeteria, but I locked it up, and I got the only keycard. Organized crew like this, they probably got somebody to do that.
Unexpected security.
That's not possible.
Oh, sweet.
Jackasses included!
You! Over here! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent... Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably... Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town. No, but it is a secret. Granted, diet toothpaste is not acceptable. Think it over.
Never imagined I'd say this, boss, but Raptidon deserves better.
What was that? Outstanding. Nothing beyond the purview. You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? Never mind. I'm obviously in no position to...